Hello and welcome to my series 25 for 25, aka 25 designs in 25 days. Disclaimer, this series is mostly just for testing and nothing's going to be perfect all the time. Today I'm making a design that I called Arabian Tiger. I was originally going to call it Sound Waves, but I figured that just sounded boring. The markup looks a hot mess, but the background was mostly supposed to be black and there were going to be waves of gold. That's why you see a little of yellow in there. I don't know why, but for some reason I just love black and gold stuff, and I feel like this is one way to actually use it. The pigments are listed in order as shown on the screen. A lot of new pigments are being opened up. It's actually a rare occasion where I have a pigment that hasn't already been opened, that has been opened. Whenever I make black, the pigments aren't black enough for me, so I added another pigment in, but that still didn't make it black enough for me, so I went over and I grabbed some black paint. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but I decided to try it, and it came out, it had a successful darkness to it. Like when I made the black for Butterfly Moon, it was mostly shiny and not really dark. So for some odd reason, everywhere except the top, and I think the paint has something to do with it, bubbles were forming on the outside of it and it made little holes. Maybe I didn't stir it up enough, or maybe it was actually the paint. Maybe I put too much, I don't know. But I might not do that again. So the tool I was talking about earlier is this little brush that I have. I decided to try to brush it on because I don't have like a golden Posca marker that I could use. So I just dipped it into the pigment and then I just tried to make lines like you see. At this point I have ran out of gloves, so I just resorted to using napkins to open this stuff. So despite my fears, the pigment actually stayed on in the pattern that I put it on, and when I poured the clear resin, it didn't really affect it at all. There's like a few tiny specks that came out. So this is the final result. It looks really nice. The top of the resin was kind of like slanted because it wasn't leveled correctly, which I will try to figure out later. But yeah, it's really smooth, and besides the holes in the back, it looks really nice. Of course, I'm using my metal bending abilities to try to put keychains on and put other, designs on like the chain. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Here's another one added to the stash. Bye, y'all.